Frosmoth is one of my favorite Pokemon to use in Generation 9 as it is one of the greatest users of Terastalization, with its ability to change into a different type from its normal Ice and Bug type, which has a bunch of type weaknesses. Having the ability to go into one defensive type that's able to take attacks better, absolutely incredible, with its Ice skills accomplishing a lot as well, reducing the damage it takes from special attacks, alongside the new buff it even got in Generation 9 because of Snow and increasing Ice type's defenses. It's absolutely incredible. So we have used Frosmoth before. We're going to be trying out in Regulation H, where the power level has kind of dipped down a bit, and seeing how well it can perform now. This is a Frosmoth Snow team. The idea of the team is mainly setting up that Frosmoth, and we have a few combinations on the team, mainly the Snow mode with the Alolan Ninetales. This one running a little bit different. Normally we would see Light Clay to extend the turns of Auroraville, but this one instead running the Cover Cloak. And the idea of this Ninetales is there's a lot of fake out users in the format. We don't have Protect on this Alolan Ninetales, so to make sure you can get that Auroraville up against those fake out mons, having that Cover Cloak is a necessity. We have the Encore and Disable tech, and that is supposed to be a very nice way to disrupt opponents, allowing for setup potentially is for the Frosmoth to get some Quiver Dances without having to worry about like really heavy damaging attacks or really pesky support moves. But also really important against the Dondozo matchup, because this team doesn't really do well against unaware Dondozo without that Encore Disable. So you want to lock it in while Dondozo is trapped on the field, go for that Encore Disable, and then hopefully you're able to dish out enough damage to beat it from there. And then Moonblast for the coverage. The Frosmoth with the leftovers really pairs well with the grassy terrain from Rillaboom, able to get some nice recovery, and Terra Water for a strong Terra Blast, and Water being one of the best defensive typings in the game. You also have some pretty strong coverage with the Blizzard against the grass types out there. We have the Rillaboom and Incineroar combination, just like pretty standard stuff. Safety Goggles on Incineroar, Assault Vest, Rillaboom. Really, this is just pivoting or fake out support to support the Frosmoth or the Annihilate, whichever way you really want to go. And yeah, just really good support Pokemon for it. The Mouse Hold and Annihilate combo, this one that can take advantage of the Auroraville, can take advantage of the Incineroar Rillaboom fake out support, and you have that beat up with a really specially defensive Annihilate, which is really nice because you have the Friend Guard, you have the bulk up increasing your physical defense, and then you have the Alolan Ninetales with that Auroraville and taking advantage of the huge amount of special defense on this Annihilate. It is an absolute beast that can just tank attacks under that Auroraville and Friend Guard. They shot so much damage with the boosted Rage Fist and a Drain Punch for recovery that can make it really hard to stop. If you would like to check out the details of the team and the creator, they'll be linked in the description down below. Pelipper, Ludicolo, Murkrow, Goldengo, Mousehold, and Decidueye. So one thing that's a little bit awkward, of course, is going to be the Goldengo because of the Snow mode, which isn't great. So I'm going to have to consider. My best answer to Goldengo really would be a Incineroar, but they do have a Rain mode on their team, so someone gonna have to really fear here. I'd imagine Mousehold's gonna be offensive on this team, which is also not ideal. So let's figure out what we can do. I really do like the Frosmoth. I think Frosmoth is good. I do like my Annihilate too. I think Annihilate's pretty good here. I think I'm gonna just lead Mouseape here. I think it's pretty strong against most of my opponent's options. And then I think in the back I like the I do like the Snow mode in the back. Incineroar's not bad, but if I really have to, I'll go for the Terra with the Frosmoth. My only concerns are going to be Hisuian Decidueye is actually quite scary. I'm not too worried about the Ludicolo as much, because I think with Ice Scales and one Quiver Dance, I should be able to tank the attacks just fine, but we'll see. Gonna be Goldengo Murkrow leading, which I'm not too surprised. I am not too surprised. I will lead the Mousehold and the Annihilate. I'm just gonna go for, well, do I go for, this is kind of the weird part because I don't know if they're Terra Steel. They could go for Terra Steel, make it rain, which is not super ideal. Maybe I Drain Punch in this scenario. I Drain Punch in this scenario. I think I do. I think I want to Protect, and I think I want to Drain Punch. I'm going for it. Go for Terra Steel, make it rain. This beast specs Goldengo, and they Tailwind. They always do this. We are going to see. It is going to involve the Golden Go. All right. It is going to tear. It is going to tear as normal. You know that works. It works. Are you nasty plot or something? Because that's actually kind of giving me a scare right here if you're Terra normal. I can't bulk up because of the haze option. They do go for the tail with the Murkrow, which is fine. Okay, it is just make it rain, which is actually really good here. Okay, perfect. Perfect turn. Yeah, we take it really well with Annihilate, which is fantastic. And we can go for the Drain Punch, get our recovery back into the gold. Excellent. I thought it was Terra Steel. I thought it was going to take a lot of damage there, but that is 100% worth it. Without the Terra Steel, I don't know if they actually knock out the Annihilate. I don't think I need to go for another beat up here because I'm pretty sure most of the Pokemon are in danger already. So I think I'm going to go for... Did I taunt the Murkrow or should I just go for a beat up? So that's the question. I think I want to just go for the taunt into Murkrow. And I think I'm just going to go for the Drain Punch. They go for Make It Rain. No haze, actually. We are able to tank the attacks extremely well here. Nice. If it's foul play, that's all right. We do have the Friend Guard. Yep. And we'll get a Drain Punch and our Citrus Berry back. So we get back a ton of health. Our Rage Fist, we've been hit 3 times now, so we're at a 200 base power. We get a taunt off in the Murkrow, which is nice. We are able to get the Drain Punch off in the Golden Ghost, so amazing start for the Mousei Bleed. Let's see if we can continue on the pressure here. What's coming out? Getting rid of gold is so nice because I don't think I have to Terra Frosmoth anymore, so I can't afford to Terra anything else, but Fire Annihilate against the Rain team, not looking too hot. It could be, or Alolan Ninetales. So I guess my Terra is going to be a little bit weird. Maybe it's Mousehold. Decidueye coming out though. All right. Decidueye coming out's okay. I'm actually going to go for... Yeah, this is actually pretty decent here. 3 turns of Taunt, which is nice. I think I'm just going to go for Double Protect here. I'm going to go for a Double Protect here. The reason I'm going to go for a Double Protect is because afterward, they only have 1 turn of Tailwind. They're probably going to focus down on knocking out the Mousehold the next turn. And because I'm going to click Follow Me and I get the Rage Fist off. And then afterward, I should be pretty acceptable. They go for triple arrows into my Annihilate with the Scrappy ability. And Foul Play going to come out. Perfect. All right, so Decidueye is faster than Murkrow. That's good to note. Foul Play shouldn't knock out the Annihilate, and then after that Rage Fist boost, I should be good. So we'll go for Follow Me. We'll go for a Rage Fist into Decidueye. I hope this knocks out. It would be really ideal. If not, it's not the worst. I don't know if Frosmoth KOs the Decidueye though, but we'll see. We will go for the Follow Me. We also have a very inaccurate Blizzard coming up, which is like the only thing that I'm a bit scared here. They go for triple arrows, pick up the knockout on Mousehold. Just wanted to make sure I didn't get doubled up there. All right. Life Orb Decidueye. Okay. Foul Play into the Annihilate. We are able to tank it. Let's see how much. This is a 250 base power of a Rage Fist, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, picks up the knockout. Beautiful. And now if it's Pelipper back, we should have this game sealed up, especially with Terra Water Frosmoth. So we will go out into Frosmoth because the order would be Pelipper. Well, it would be Ninetales switching in first, getting the Snow, and then Pelipper would be coming in afterward. Yep, perfect. Okay, awesome. And now we go for a Terra Water Blizzard. We could also go for Terra Water Terra Blast, which might not be an awful decision. Trying to think here. Annihilate is not faster than Pelipper though, which is my only concern. I think it is probably the best play is to just go for the Blizzard here. I don't want to quiver that. No, because of haze. I need to get rid of Murkrow first. Just go to Ninetales, click the Blizzard, get the damage I need. Just make sure that I can't miss. It also gives them a less of a shot of getting a Hurricane hit here because of how it works. With the Snow, getting rid of the rain, so no longer 100% accurate. Hurricanes, Terra Water Frosmoth actually going to be super clutch here because we won't have to worry about Weather Balls. We're not going to have to really worry about too much. We shouldn't take that much damage, I think, from these Pokemon, especially if I get an Aurora Veil up. I go for foul play to target down what was my Annihilate. Fair. I'm fast in Pelipper, which is interesting. I actually one-shot the Murkrow. I'll take it. I wasn't sure if it would one-shot the Murkrow, but I'll take it. The Citrus Berry going to activate on Pelipper, and that should seal the game here. Hurricane going to come out into the Frosmoth. All right, they get the confusion. I think we're in a pretty set position, though. We do have this Encore Disable on the Ninetales, so I can go for the Disable into the Pelipper. And I think we still can't lose here. I'm just going to go for a Blizzard again, and I'm just going to go for Disable in case they get, like, the most incredible luck here with Pelipper. But that's going to be forfeit. Okay, nice. All right. Really crazy starts. Really nice it wasn't Terra Steel Gold. It made things easier because I was taking less damage with the Annihilate overall. But yeah, hard read committed, but I felt like I kind of had to with the position. I just really don't like Tailwind Gold stuff because maybe I could have played around it with a Terra, but not having the Terra could have made Pelipper scary in the end game depending on the position. Dondozo, Tatsugiri, the Lamora, Armorge, Indeedee, and Sylveon. All right. Not an easy team to deal with, but we could probably play around. Ninetales is going to be really important for playing around the Dondozo, so I will bring the Ninetales. I wish I had something that was like immediately good into Glamora because my Glamora answers are very kind of... They're not great, I'll just say that. I think I might have to tear the Frosmoth here. Yeah, I think I will have to tear the Frosmoth here because like Glamora is just too tough. I don't know how I beat that Mon. So I think I do have to lead like Ninetales with the Frosmoth. I think I need Rillaboom and then go Annihilate back. This is just going to be a tough one. Like Dondozo is going to be tricky. I do have Encore Disable, which is why I'm like, okay, this match is playable, but that involves a position where I don't take too much damage with Ninetales. I can actually Encore lock them and then disable them and then have enough turns where I'm dealing enough damage to actually break through the Dondozo. It's just really tricky. We'll see what we can accomplish here. We do have a Aurora Veil, but I don't know. We're going to see into the Armorge lead, which I don't think I mind this. So it's really just going to depend here on what they click with the Armorge turn one, but I'm actually just going to click Aurora Veil, and I am just clicking the Terra Water Quiver Dance. I could Terra Blast immediately if I expect Indeedee not to follow me for some reason, because they might not. There is a chance they don't. I could also go Rillaboom and Quiver, which is also not... Actually, maybe... No, but I don't want to take the Fire move either. It's tough. I think I'm just going to go for Quiver Dance and a Aurora Veil because I think this is not too bad. Because I did plan on tearing my Frosmoth immediately. I'm not really expecting an attack turn one. Well, I guess Armorge could attack and he could Trick Room. So maybe it was worth going for the Terra Blast here. Oh boy. We're taking a lot of damage here with Ninetales. I don't think we're really having to worry about the damage on the Frosmoth though, which is at least positive. All right, here is a Aurora Veil. Quiver Dance. Okay. What are you clicking? What are you clicking? Meteor Beam. All right. So it's +1. Who are you targeting? That's gonna hurt too. Okay, it looks like... Okay, that's the best case scenario. Oh, wow. We took that extremely well. That did nothing. Okay. We're going to Rillaboom to get rid of the terrain. I'm clicking Terra Water, Terra Blast because they get heavily punished if they don't click a Follow Me here. Like if they attempt to go greedy with a Trick Room, I get the KO on Armorge if they don't expect it. I feel like you should see that I have Terra Water and you want to click Follow Me here, but we'll find out. Hit the Grassy Surge so they don't have Expanding Force. Okay, yeah, they went super greedy here, so I am able to go for the Terra Water, Terra Blast. This should pick up the knockout since we saw it was Power Herb. on the Armouge, and yet we are able to pick up the knockout into the Armouge. So excellent turn, excellent 2 turns, as we're going to see the Trick Room. But I don't know if the Trick Room really goes crazy against my team for them. Like, they do have Terra still, which I do have to watch out for. We're healing a bunch with this Frosmoth, and it's looking really tough for them to break through Frosmoth. They had what, Sylveon? They had like all special attackers such as Dondozo. Dondozo's coming in, which makes sense. I'm clicking Fake Out, and I'm clicking Blizzard. Yeah. No really reason not to click these moves. The Dondozo will be forced to go for a Terra potentially next. And that was the battle that got me to Master Ball tier. Just a straight up Frosmoth 2 turning, destroying them. I don't know what the Dondozo set was. I don't think it was likely that they were able to beat me. Maybe they Terra Grass, Terra Blast, but that's been like becoming a really rare set. Like a lot of them have been running like Wave Crash, Order Up, EQ, Protect. So yeah, Frostmoth, thank you for getting me to Master Ball tier, and we'll be continuing on our journey. Como, Incineroar, Porygon 2, Amoonguss, Ursaluna, and Volcarona. Oh boy, this is such a bulky team. And I mean such a bulky team. I do like having Taunt though. Having Taunt is nice here on the Mousehold. Mouseape is actually kind of difficult for them, I think. They don't really break through Mouseape effectively. So the only problem is I don't have safety goggles. But I do have Taunt on the Mousehold. So I think I'm just going to lead Annihilate Mousehold. Them setting up is really difficult, I think. If I was Terraghost, this would be so much easier, though. I'm definitely bringing the Ninetales to help out against the Como, and I'm bringing Frosmoth because it's actually pretty good. The only Pokemon I really have trouble with, I think, is going to be the Volcarona, because it really depends on the moves on the Volcarona, like if it's Giga Drain. A Terra is going to be also pretty important. Like if it's Terra Grass or not is going to be a question mark. I think Volcarona is the biggest threat overall. Como can be, but I do think it's more likely that I have to worry about Volcarona and then Ursaluna as well. We're gonna see Porygon 2 and Amoonguss. It's Nils' Porygon 2, which is cool actually. We will go for a bulk up and a taunt. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a taunt into the Amoonguss. I'm gonna go for the bulk up and set up. If they go into Ursaluna, it's not great, but at least we'll have the +1 defense. We are able to go for the taunt into Amoonguss, which is beautiful. Ah, why you meant to live? Yeah, that makes sense, actually. All right, bulk up with the Annihilate. Come on. Spore into Annihilate. All right. And Trick Room. Okay. I do have a bulk up, which is nice. I don't know, though, because they're probably hard switching here. I'm actually going to go for a beat up into Annihilate, and I'm actually going to go for another bulk up, I think. This is the problem. Well, wasn't sure. This is an awkward spot now. I didn't want to lead the snow mode because if I led the snow mode against Incineroar or Volcarona, it's not super ideal. So I think I just want to click bulk up again. And I'm going to hope that the Amoonguss just thinks I'm safety goggles this entire time. Yeah, and they're switching out the Amoonguss to try to get the momentum. Okay, beautiful. Ursaluna comes in, which makes a lot of sense here. And I didn't waste my Protect this turn, which is great, actually. They go for a Terra Blast and target down the Mousehold, but that's really good. Annihilate will take its first turn of sleep. And I got into the beat up setup on the Annihilate, which is pretty good. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, we only get 3 hits, but that's all we really need, I think, right now. I'm going for Protect with my Mousehold, and I'm just going to go attempt to Drain Punch into the Ursaluna. Because I don't know if they're going to Terra. They could be risking me just trying to stay asleep. With the Friend Guard and the +1 defense, I think we'll be okay for at least 1 turn. If they Swords Dance, it's ugly. If I don't wake up, or if they Terra. Because it should probably be Terra Ghost on Ursaluna, but we'll find out. There really is not much I can do here. I think it's probably okay. It just really depends on how much damage we're going to be taking throughout. All right, no switches, which is nice, actually. I'd rather have Porygon 2 on the field. We protect our Maushold. They headlong rush it immediately, which is okay. Actually, we take it pretty well. Wake up and punish them with the Drain Punch, please. We would love to punish them with the Drain Punch here. Please. They doubled Ice Beam. They crit me. All right. All right, Maushold isn't asleep. I'm going for a follow me attempt, and I am gonna go for a Drain Punch. I could Rage Fist. I could. I could Drain Punch the Porygon 2 if I really... Actually, I could Drain Punch the Porygon 2. It's kind of safe, actually. All right. Let's see. Are we going to see a Terra or not is going to be a big question. It's why I want to Drain Punch the Porygon 2, because I'm pretty sure I get safe damage to the Porygon 2 unless they double out the Porygon into a Mungus. They did Terra, yeah, okay. I had a feeling, so that's why I want to make this safer play of targeting the Porygon, because I also get my health back. So we do force the Terra Ghost, which is not terrible. I really want to wake up though with Annihilate and get the attack off, because that would be so huge, I think, for my game plan. A long rush. They'll also take Rocky Helmet damage, which is really nice. Okay. Please Annihilate. Get the Drain Punch off. Get the Drain Punch off into Porygon. Maushold goes down. Ice Beam gonna come out. All right, we're guaranteed to wake up, but that's just awful. That is just awful. All right, we're gonna go out into our Frosmoth. There might be a chance I have to click Raw Blizzard, which is not pleasant. So I guess the question is, does Ursaluna retreat here? Because they could switch out Ursaluna into a Mungus to try and get another Trick Room up, or they could just attack. I feel like the double protect might be obvious. I think it might be a bit obvious. You know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go for Quiver Dance. I'm going to go for a Drain Punch attempt into Porygon. Yeah. Push out. Nice. Okay, this should be a Mungus. Perfect. Perfect. A little bit worried if they Eerie Impulsed, but still better than what I had previously. No, they Terra Blast. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Oh, give me that health back. Give me that health back. Quiver Dance is nice too, because the Blizzard should pressure the Mungus knockout now. Okay, that's really good. Because we're guaranteed to wake up. We get the guaranteed +1 Drain Punch into the Porygon. Okay, this is gonna be risky. Trick Room returns to normal. All right. We go for the Blizzard. The question is, I don't know if Blizzard's picking up knockouts here, especially if I miss. So I could switch out the Annihilate. I just don't know if I KO the Porygon 2 with Blizzard. It is +1 Blizzard, but I feel like I lose a lot of momentum. You know what? I'm going to Blizzard. And I'm going to Drain Punch attempt. Did I Drain Punch attempt or did I Rage Fist? I think I Drain Punch attempt. Because if I KO a Mungus with Blizzard, I'm in a good spot. Let's see. Blizzard. You can't be real. Getting KO to Porygon. Freeze it. Can't get lucky in this game. All right. Trick Room. I'm spamming Blizzard and Bulk Up. I feel like my only chance of winning this game is by going for Bulk Ups. So I actually get... Yeah, I think I have to Bulk Up. Or do I want to Rage Fist a Porygon? There's a world where I Rage Fist a Porygon, expecting the Porygon to switch out, and the Amoonguss goes for Spore into the Frosmoth. Because I don't even think with the bulk up I'll live a Headlong Rush. You know what? I'm going to attempt it. Nope. But that's fine. They went for Spore. Okay. There was a world, I think, that they could have made that play. They go for Recover. Yeah. I think I might just have to hope that this Frosmoth can survive a attack from the Ursaluna. That might be the play. Oh my goodness. Why? I mean, I'm going for the same plays. I'm going for Blizzard. And I'm going for Rage Fist into the Porygon. Please switch out the Porygon and Ursaluna and Spore the Frosmoth to gain momentum. Yep. I've been calling a lot of these plays right. I just have not gotten the luck I needed. I've gotten a lot on the three turn sleeps and the thing. All right. I want to take the sleep with Frosmoth too because I want to already burn a sleep turn if like this goes worst case scenario. Finally. 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 I feel like voice critical right now. I had a feeling because they wanted offensive pressure because I've been stalling out their trick and turns and Amoonguss is still threatened by the Blizzard. So I had a feeling they had to try to get some momentum somewhere. Volcarona gonna come out beautiful. I'm going for my Terra. I'm just gonna throw off a Rage Fist, I think. Game is nowhere near over, but it's so much better than what it was. Actually, I misplayed. I should have Terra blasted the Volcarona. So that was a misplay. I think I can pull the game with Frosmoth, but we'll find out. A Spore. Are they Quiver Dancing or are they going for something else here? Which is fine, I guess. All right, we are going to burn these sleep turns. They Quiver Dance, yeah. Actually, it was probably better to Blizzard because the Frosmoth was faster. So it would have actually had a special defense boost. I was not knocking out with Terra Blast. All right, sleep turn. As I said before, this game is still very easily losable. I'm going to go for Quiver Dance, actually, and I'm going to go for a Rage Fist. They have the Rage Powder, I think. If they lose Volcarona, they just lose the game. I'm going to go for Quiver Dance. I'm not going for Blizzard here because I feel like I want to stack alongside the Volcarona. We'll see. Alright, sleep turn with Annihilate. Unlucky. Alright, they're +2. This Annihilate should live one Heat Wave. So I could bank it all and click Blizzard into the slots. And I think I am just going to click Blizzard through the slots and I'm just going to attempt a Rage Fist. Comes down to some sleep turns again, which this game has entirely done. They're greedy, man. That's really greedy. Okay. Please? Okay. We have hit a Blizzard. Can we hit a Rage Fist? Is a good question. Finally. Finally. I cannot explain this battle. It's just every time I use Frosmoth, this thing comes in clutch. Every time. Even though it disappointed me and I could have won the game a lot easier. It has to like play with me every single time. Oh my goodness. Terra Blast. Rain Punch. And that is a wrap. That is a wrap. That battle took so much strength out of me. Just tried to figure out, okay, what's their best position? How do they want to set this up? because they were up ahead, but they still had to be careful. And luckily, was able to set up a really good spot where I caught them slacking and was able to make a few hard reads in order to come back. Oh my goodness. Oh, I know this team. I've seen the rental code before. Gardevoir, Garchomp, Talonflame, Hisuian, Samurott, the Golden Go, and Rotom Mo / Cut. Technically, Rotom Cut is correct, but a lot of people get angry when I call it Rotom Cut. But all right, how do I want to perform against this? It should be, I don't remember the Garchomp's Terrace changed, but it should be like the same steel. Focus Sash, Imprison Gardevoir, the Talonflame, pretty standard. I don't remember what the gold set is on this team. I don't mind the Ninetales Frosmoth because the Garchomp on this team doesn't have Rock Slide. I think it should be Earthquake, Summon, Tantrum, Dragon Claw, Protect. Talonflame scary, Golden Go's scary. Incineroar, Rillaboom aren't really necessary, I think, in this matchup. Rillaboom's actually pretty decent. It's not bad. But I think I can have fun with just Mouseape Bleed, because Mouseape doesn't seem bad against my opponent's team at all, and have like Alolan Ninetales Frosmoth back. Let's see. All right. I think in this game, Terra, I should probably preserve it. If I remember right, this is Scope Lens, Hisuian, Samurott, if I'm not mistaken. It might be Specs on the Rotom. I can't remember. I have seen the team, but I haven't super looked deep into it. We're going to see the Talonflame and the Samurott, which is A-okay by me. I'm actually going to go for the beat up into the Samurott immediately, and I'm going to go for a Drain Punch. Hey, Will-O-Wisp immediately, because they don't have Taunt. They're Brave Bird, Will-O-Wisp, Tailwind, Protect. If I take the Burn, it's not great, so it actually might be better. I don't know if you're Will-O-Wisping turn 1 or if you're going for Tailwind turn 1. I think I'm going to just attempt to beat up, and I'm going to attempt to Drain Punch the Hisuian Samurott. They did go for the Willis turn 1, so I get the play wrong. Okay, it's still not terrible because I do get the Annihilate into a decent spot, but we'll find out. Like, I don't really need Annihilate to win, especially if they Aqua Cut it. Why did you crit me in turn 1? Oh, yeah, I guess that actually technically with Scope Lens, that's why. With Scope Lens, it's actually a pretty decent chance. Okay, okay. We will get a beat up. So, does Rage Fist knock out Talonflame is a good question for me. Rain Punch doesn't really do too much to Samurott. Okay. I really want to get rid of Talonflame if I can. I'm going for Follow Me, and I'm just going to go for Rage Fist. Also, that does so much damage, that Aqua Cutter. I guess Sharpness plus everything stacking. Let's see how much damage we do here. I would really like some pretty heavy damage into the Talonflame, preferably a knockout, so like my Terra options are a lot easier. Follow me. Dual Wing Beat. Does the team change? That actually works out for me because they take the Rocky Helmet chip, which is actually really nice damage. Because I remember the old version just having Brave Bird. I guess maybe it's changed, which is really nice. Sacred Sword. Going to pick up the knockout into the Mousehold. If we pick up the knockout here in the Talonflame, it's a really nice position. Can we? I'd really love a KO here in the Talonflame with the Rage Fist. Nice. Okay, no Tailwind. And now we can outspeed and pressure the Samurott, or we could get a Roarveil set up. Although we probably want to just Moonblast the Samurott because they can actually just crit through my team. So I'm going to go into my Gardevoir. They go out into Golden Go, which makes sense. They're not Scarf on this team. No way. I refuse to believe this is Scarf Golden Go. I have no idea what the Golden Go set is here. I think I'm just going to attempt a Moonblast into the Samurott and a Rage Fist. I am not risking them KOing my Annihilate with a crit because they outspeed me anyway. A little bit scared of Terras. Ah, they protected. That's not good. Does this just make it rain? I guess I could have Terra'd my Ninetales to be safe, but I wasn't sure if it was worth the Terra. We are going to see Make It Rain come out. Doesn't knock on Annihilate, but we will probably be trading gold here for Ninetales. Is the game winnable? Yes. Is it a good position? I'd say it's really hard. I think it's going to come down to, did they crit me? All right, so we got rid of all the Pokemon I think we were scared of with the Frosmoth originally. That was like scared of originally trying to like Terra out of. So I don't have to Terra my Frosmoth anymore. But we'll see, because it's really going to come down to the last Pokemon. That is Garchomp? Garchomp. They haven't Terra'd. I think we're okay. I am going to go for a Quiver Dance. It can't Earthquake in this position. I'm going to Quiver Dance and I'm going to Drain Punch the Samurott. We're gonna see a Terra. This should probably be the Garchomp and a Steel, I would say, right? Yep, they do Terra. If it's fire, it works out better for me, but yeah, it is Terra, Steel. Okay, I went for Quiver Dance here because Blizzard doesn't really change much, at least this turn. Dragon Claw. Okay, Aqua Cutter. That's fine. That works out for me because I do get the Quiver Dance off with the Frosmoth. So now we're setting up against the Garchomp, which is good. All right. I don't think the Garchomp had Sword Sense on this team, and this should only be Dragon Claw. So we have the speed. We have the Snow boost. Now the question is, are they protecting Samurott to stall out a turn here? Do I KO Samurott? That's also another good question, actually. So I don't think I can really afford to protect. I think I just have to read, does Samurott protect? Or does it attack here? If it protects, I have to Quiver Dance. If it attacks, I need to KO it. I think I'm going to Quiver Dance. I hope it protects. No, it did not. Okay, I lose. Unless they went for Ceaseless Edge and it misses. I don't think these trade-offs that I had were good enough. Yeah, Aqua Cutter. It didn't crit me. We have one more out. We do have one more out. That is going for the Blizzard Freeze in the Garchomp. This Frosmoth has clutched out games before. So we'll see. Blizzard, pick up the knockout into the Samurott. I just didn't think Blizzard KO'd the Samurotts from that range. I wasn't sure. And then I was worried about like Terra Blast. How much does it do to Garchomp afterward? We do lose the Frosmoth. Unfortunately, we did not get the freeze. So a bit rough there. I think it came down to a Aqua Cutter crits, but that was kind of like expected. I think the big one was the protect on the Samurott and not going for Aurora Veil. If I got an Aurora Veil, like the game changed completely, but unfortunately they read me tarting down a D Samurott there, which ended up not being great. Also, like turn one could have definitely been played better. Pelipper, Kingdra, Archaludon, Whimsicott, Sylveon, Charizard. Dual Weather looks like? Okay. Which is not great when I have Frosmoth. But is it playable? Sure. I think it's just Annihilate, but with Mouse Hold. I don't think there's really too much to say here. I don't really like Rillaboom too much because the Sun mode's really scary. I think I have to bring Ninetales. I'm probably going to bring the Frosmoth. Terra-wise, it's either going to be the Annihilate or it's going to be the Frosmoth. Like, it has to be one of the two. The biggest threats are Caledon and the Charizard. Everything else is pretty doable, but those are the main ones there. because Electro Shot's really scary for Frosmoth, especially because my plan is to Terra Water. Otherwise, Flash Cannon. I mean, Flash Cannon's gonna hurt, but I guess it's not doing crazy amounts of damage if I have a +1. So it really depends on do they bring both weathers, or are we gonna see only one of them? Because I could see something like Pelipper or Caledon back with like Charizard Whimsicott lead. I think Sunny Day just makes so much sense here. So let's see what they decide to click. Gonna be Sylveon Whimsicott. Okay. It's not really that bad for me because I could just go for Terra Fire, and I kind of like the idea of just going for a beat up with Annihilate and going for the Rage Fist. I do end up Terra Firing, but with this mode, it makes me feel like Charizard's in the back. So I'm actually just gonna go for beat up Rage Fist immediately. I guess maybe I should have taunted the Whims. It's probably okay. Like, I feel fine about this position because Rage Fist should probably knock out the Sylveon, especially if they click Hyper Voice this turn. It would be like, what? A 300 base power Rage Fist here, which would be great for me. Yeah, that should easily KO Sylveon, I think, even a bulky set. When comes out, yep, not too surprising. This is Hyper Voice. That is Specs. That did so much to my Mousehold, not too much to my Annihilate. Thankfully, I did Terra, because if I didn't Terra, it would have actually been pretty ugly. Okay. So we get the beat up. We're plus whatever now. And we go for Rage Fist. Goodbye, Sylveon. So Sylveon eliminated. Let's see what the rest of the board will be. But a really, really nice start, I would say. We did have to use our Terra, but I do think Annihilate's in a pretty good position. Now it just depends on like what's coming out. Because the thing is, Whimsicott doesn't get access to Rain Dance. It's our Caledon coming out, actually. Huh. All right. Don't be fake tears. I'm going to go for a Protect, and I'm going to go for a Rage Fist into our Caledon, I think. I don't want to target down the Whimsicott. Whimsicott's probably Sash anyway. So it's probably better for me to target down our Caledon. Yeah. And Rage Fist does more than the Drain Punch. I don't think I need Recover Day Moonblast to get rid of the Mousehold for the Friend Guard, which is nice. And we're going to see the Draco Meteor. But with Friend Guard and the high special defense I have, yeah, it does no damage. All right, I think Mouseape just wins this, actually. Okay. I don't know if Frosmoth is going to get a chance to shine. I hope it does. But at this rate, we might not need it. Rage Fist going to come out. Oh, that just one-shots our Caledon. Oh, Rage Fist is such a funny move. It really is. Pelipper? Yeah, it's Pelipper. No Charizard, which is kind of surprising to me, but it works out huge for me. I'm going to go out into Alolan Ninetales, and I'm actually going to click Rage Fist. Only one of these can be Sash. It might not be the Pelipper. I'm going to Rage Fist the Whimsicott. My logic here is if it's Weather Ball Moonblast coming out, I am going to be able to punish it. I think they saw the Ninetales coming, because if Pelipper's been carrying Weather Ball instead of Hydro Pump, if they went for Weather Ball, then I'm able to just go for then like I don't have to worry, because like the worst thing I have to worry about is like what? Hurricane. They have to hit the Hurricane, doesn't KO Annihilate, they need a Confusion unless they go for a hard rate of Fake Tears plus Hurricane. Not too much to say. Okay, Flamigo, Excadrill, Tyranitar, Glamora, Indeedee, Male, and Whimsicott. What strategy involves Flamigo on this team? Oh, it could be just Scrappy Flamigo. I keep forgetting that it has a good ability in Scrappy. So it's probably just Scrappy. It's not Co-Star. I was like, what strategy am I going to see with Co-Star? If they have something crazy, I'd love to see it. But Sand is not good for Frosmoth. I think that's pretty obvious. And the Mouseape is pretty good. Frosmoth is pretty decent. Incineroar's not great. Rillaboom's okay. I don't know if I really want to bring it. I think I'm going to go with... I don't know if they bring Male Indeedee. It could, but I think it's probably all right. I'm going to do Frosmoth plus... I think Annihilate. I don't think it's a bad combination. And then in the back, bring the Mousehold and bring the Ninetales, because I do need to change the weather. So what I'm thinking of this lead is I could switch into Mousehold with Friend Guard for a situation and play a mind game with them, depending on their lead. Because right now, I don't think I have a really safe lead combination. Like, I thought about leading Mousehold, but it's kind of gambly with this, like, yeah, the Flamingo lead, which is not too surprising. I'm just going to go for the Terra. I'm going to go for a Blizzard. And I think I just go... Do I just want to go out into Mousehold? I don't want Helping Hand Brave Bird coming out. Yeah, I think I go Mousehold. I was okay with expending Terra Water here on the Frosmoth. If I get the KO here, it's great. I could have went Ninetales, but I feel like I might potentially need the Friend Guard here. Because if I Terra, then the Snow boost, I don't get a defense boost with my Frosmoth. And I need to Terra to avoid Brave Bird doing so much. Although, maybe I could have lived a Brave Bird if I have the Snow defense boost, but I think this is a better risk. All right, Tailwind coming out. There's a Brave Bird coming out. They also did not Terra, so that's super risky by them. They did Brave Bird. Yep, okay. Yeah, the Friend Guard coming in clutch. Please. Oh my goodness, clutch. That is a double knockout. It wasn't Co-Star, right? We saw him Scrappy. Like, it could be Sword Dance X Controller Dragon as Tyranitar, I suppose. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. We still have not seen a Terra. The game is not over, but that is a really amazing start. Indeedee comes out. What? Tyranitar. Yeah, it's not over. It is not over. Are they set up? If they're set up, this is really screwing me over that I didn't bring Rila. They had 3 turns of Tailwind. I think I have to stall it out. I really have no idea if it's worth risking them setting up though, but I think a double protect is probably okay for this turn. And just see. All right. Expanding Force, all right. Please just be an attack like an Assault Vest Tyranitar. That makes things so much easier. All right, Rock Slide. All right. So, double spread is not not great. Am I gonna get swept by the double spread? I guess it depends on how fast the Tyranitar is. I definitely don't live the combination of both, I would say. I think I sack my... I need a Annihilate. Just dealing with the Indie is going to be tough. Oh boy, this is going to be really tough. I think I go out into Ninetales, get rid of the Weather. And I think I attempt to taunt the Indie. Yeah, this is just tough. This Tailwind stuff is actually rough. So we bring out the Ninetales to get rid of the Weather. Expanding Force is going to come out. That's Life Orb. Okay, I was about to say that so much. Rock Slide. Ninetales survives. Okay, that's actually kind of good. I think. No, it is actually good because the Indie will probably be attacking. I go out into Frosmoth to gain a bit of leftovers recovery. Do I sack Annihilate? Is the question. This might be a sack Annihilate angle, actually. I think I have to. I'm going to protect the Frosmoth and go out into Annihilate. You might be thinking, why am I sacking my Annihilate to... why am I sacking my Annihilate here? The reason is because I'm trying to figure out if there was a way I could win with Frosmoth and Annihilate. I think the odds are very low just because of how much Expanding Force does. So my goal here is to disable the NDD. I lived Expanding Force? That's crazy. Oh, wait, hold on. This actually screws up my plan. I need Annihilate to go down. I didn't think... I know we had Spadef, but I didn't think we would live. It went for knockoff. Oh, no. Okay, I have a game still, but yeah, this is not pleasant. I guess I'm just gonna go for... Does Blizzard do more than Terra Blast? Is this a single target 120? This is like 165 times 0.75. No, Blizzard actually does more. Yes. Oh, that's actually not good. I was hoping Annihilate went down there. If I knew it lived Expanding Force, I'd probably change the plan and I just Drain Punch the Tyranitar. I underestimated Annihilate with how bulky it is, but sure. All right. Frosmoth takes it well. I don't think we're living the Rock Slide. We're faster though, which is huge. Okay. Knockoff gonna come out, knock out the Frosmoth. I think it comes down to a mind game between the Ninetales and the Tyranitar NDD combination. So, does NDD reveal to protect? That is a big question here. So, they haven't Terra, so they probably do Terra the Tyranitar here. If I expect a Terra, I go for probably disable... Right, disable? Actually, no, they went for knockoff, right? They didn't go for Rock Slide. Okay, no, I'm pretty sure I'm cooked here. I'm gonna bulk up the Annihilate and I'm just gonna Moonblast the NDD. They do Terra to Tyranitar, which makes sense. It's just a question, what does NDD do? Yeah, Terra Flying. It's why I wanted to save Frosmoth for a potential end game because it could have done something with the Blizzard, but just couldn't keep it healthy. Okay, wait, hold on. That's a huge knockout into NDD. Oh, then again, they could target my Annihilate with the Tyranitar. And I don't think this bulk up's allowing me to survive. Yeah, they went for Terra Blast. Okay, I had to make a different read there. Oh, wait, no, they went for the Ninetales. I think I live Tyranitar's Terra Blast? Or should I go for the... So if I live Terra Blast... Actually, since it took Chip, it's probably my best odds of Rage Fist at +1, right? I don't think it KOs, though. My problem. I could get a crit. Or I can hope Annihilate is hecka bulky enough to survive a Terra Blast with a +2. I have a feeling it's not likely, though. I think I'd rather go for Rage Fist because I have the chance to crit as well, the Tyranitar. I'm going to lock it in. This is only one. If they hit me with Rock Slide earlier, yeah, if they had hit me with Rock Slide earlier, it would have been so huge. But Terra Blast will finish off my Annihilate. Man, I guess I did need Rila, huh? Rila was useful. Like, my entire game plan was like, okay, the reason I sacked Annihilate there is if I thought I was going down to the attacks like that, I thought I was going to be able to get disable into the NDD, and then I could start Quiver Dancing with Frosmoth, and I might have a shot. Especially with Aurora Veil, I had Encore disable options. Like, I felt like it was doable. Because Annihilate survived, I ended up taking so much damage that it wasn't worth it. I guess now I know that apparently Annihilate is that crazy where it can live a Life Orb expanding force in terrain. Where I guess then the play is always just sack the Annihilate in one of my turns instead of switching out, and I could have went for a Drain Punch. Was not expecting that one. All right, let's go over the games. In game 1, had to go crazy with the Drain Punch read into Golden Go, and it allowed my Annihilate to get 2 knockouts for my Snow mode to win the Weather War and clean up the remaining 2. In game 2, Frosmoth tanked the Helping Hand Meteor Beam and then got a huge knockout into Armarouge with the Terra Water Terra Blast, and my opponent was bugged out from there. In game 3, I was still frozen and in shock that I was able to come back in that match with the sleep turns going wrong combined with continuing to miss the blizzards onto the Moongus that would have picked up the knockout, but was able to catch the Ursaluna on the switch with the Rage Fist and to get a huge double wake up to show how cool Frosmoth is. Game 4, a few misplays like getting the Tailwind versus Wispreed on the Talonflame turn 1, the Samurott versus Ninetales turn, and the Samurott Protect Mind game versus my Frosmoth all wrong, which I think I just needed to play one of those turns better to have won the game. In game 5, Rage Fist is a dumb move, and that's all I really have to say. In game 6, had a really good start, but the male entity with Tyranitar was still hard to manage in the back, especially under the Tailwind. With the Annihilate calc of Expanding Force from the entity, I could have figured out a different endgame plan, but instead took too much damage and got put into an unfavorable spot because the Annihilate was able to survive and I wasn't able to get the free switch into the Ninetales. Overall, every time I've used Frosmoth in Gen 9, it has been an incredible mod that has brought me some of the most fun games that I've ever really played. It's been really enjoyable to use Frosmoth in this generation. Terra is an incredible mechanic. It getting the buff with the defense boost from Snow is also really nice as an ice type. And then the ice scale, just a really strong ability. If you would like to check out the details of the team and the creator, they'll be linked in the description down below. If you'd like to try out the rental code, it is on your screen. Hopefully it's still available by the time the video comes out, but otherwise subscribe to the channel for more VGC content as always.